It's touted as the ultimate tool to manage your beard from 5 o'clock shadow to 5-month masterpiece. But will the ceramic blades and titanium rake of the Brio Beardscape be the perfect cutting combination or just hype? I'll let you know coming up next. What's up guys, I'm Paul D'Onofrio back with you from Groom Reviews. We're getting you comfortable, confident, and clean in grooming. As always, we're bringing you everyday grooming product reviews. So if you're new here, consider subscribing and be sure to hit that notification bell to stay on top of all of our latest videos. You can also check us out on our website at groomreviews.com. Alright, so today we're taking a look at a trimmer that claims to be for the beard and beyond. The Brio Beardscape. Now before I dive in, let me give a quick shout out to Syncope, Ulyss, and Blaze It out in the Groom Reviews community who requested I should do a review of this product. They let me know in the comments what they were interested in, and we're making it happen. So if any of you out there are interested in a product you'd like me to consider for a future review, make sure to comment below and let me know. Now let's dive back in. The Brio Beardscape is impressive upon arrival. It comes in a fashionable box along with a stylish travel case. Along with the unit itself are 4 reversible clipper heads, paired together by lengths 1 and 2 mm, 3 and 6 mm, 9 and 12 mm, and 15 and 18 mm. You will also find a USB plug and cord, charging base, cleaning brush, and lubricating oil. The differentiator with the Brio Beardscape is the abundance of features that come directly on the trimmer. Right from the top, we're introduced to ceramic blades paired with a gold finished titanium rake, precision ground to match perfectly. Brio touts these ceramic blades as being 4 times harder than stainless steel, creating less friction and heat, and being quieter than metal. Moving down the unit, the Brio Beardscape comes with an integrated 1mm to 1.9mm blade height adjustment with 0.3mm height transitions in between. These are controlled with a lever lock button and micro adjust lever. This is followed by a plus-minus speed control adjustment, which allows you to increase or decrease the RPM speed of the blade from 5,000 RPM to 7,000 RPM. An on-off button and convenient LCD display sit just below. Within the LCD, you will first notice 5 circles at the top of the display. These show the load on the clipping head, as the clipper may become clogged with hair or need oil. The first 3 circles display a load state under normal use, while if the 4th and 5th circles light up, the clipping head must be cleaned and oiled. This indicator is followed by an RPM speed and remaining charge time display. Based on the speed setting of the trimmer, this will show differing amounts of battery time remaining. The Brio Beardscape comes with an extra large capacity lithium-ion battery and will last up to 4 hours based on a full 3-hour charge. It can be charged on the base or plugged in while in use, even if the battery's empty. The Brio Beardscape can be used for hair, beard, and any manscaping project. It's noted by Brio to never run the blades underwater, as they only like oil. Currently, the Brio Beardscape sells on Amazon for $64.95, including the travel case. It holds a 4.2 out of 5-star review rating and sits at number 15 under the category of men's electric shavers. I'll link to the product in the description below. Let's go ahead and test it out. Alright guys, so there you go. I gotta say the cut wasn't what I expected. There's a lot of pros with this unit, but there's also a lot of cons in there. Right off the bat, I do not enjoy this titanium rake that's here. These prongs that are on here are very sharp. They're very pointy, very sharp. I got poked on the neck with this. I hardly ever get irritation using these trimmers, and with this one, I could really feel these poking into me. Even with the guards on. As far as trimming close to the skin, you can get down there, but you know, it's that stubble. We don't have any kind of foil shaver attachment like you'll see on a Philips Norelco Multiroom 7000 or the Wall Lithium Ion Plus. As far as getting into really tight spaces, like something in here, you can't really do it with this. It's big and clunky. The ceramic blades, yes, they are sharp. I didn't really see that much of a difference compared to when I was using the Multiroom 7000 or the Wall Lithium Ion. You know, they both get the job done. They both cut the hair. This one has different RPM speeds on it. It goes from 5,000 RPMs up to 7,000 RPMs, and that's helpful if you're trying to cut into the thicker hair and you want to maintain that consistent cutting speed. You know, as far as the noise that comes out of this, a lot of people are saying this is the quietest unit they've used. I might be the only one out there, but I'm gonna have to disagree. This is pretty noisy as you crank up the RPM. If we start at 50 and I start cranking it up, that's pretty loud right there. Some people might call this a different tone than a tone that's coming out of another trimmer, but this is humming. This is pretty fast. It's vibrating in my hands, so there's a lot of noise coming out of it. One of the other things that I didn't like are the way the attachments go on. They have these little nubs on the inside here that go into these slots. You gotta try and, you know, make sure you're aligned, work it in there, and then you gotta kind of like push it down. But see, even right there, I pushed it on, and you say, oh, that's on there, you know? But then look, it's not on there. So you have to make sure you're actually finding that exact spot, and the exact spot, then you can't pull it up. Another thing that's confusing is what millimeter setting you're actually using when you're cutting. Now you have these combs that you can get on 1 millimeter, 2 millimeter, 3, 6 millimeters. It'll tell you that, but then on the device, you have the adjustments there. When you're putting on this comb, you really don't know what you're setting up at. My recommendation is you always start at the lowest setting when you're putting on the attachment and then go from there and see what it's cutting. Another thing that's a little confusing is this travel case that it comes with. What you're supposed to be able to do is you slide the device on this side, you take your charging cord and put it in here, and then you take one attachment, not all of them, you pick one and it slides in there. Little confused by it. Now I can't take all the attachments with me. Even this plug here, you can try shoving it into this little mesh, but it's not going to go in there. You can stick it right here. You say, oh, okay, let me stick it right there. Well, that's fine, but now it's not going to close. It's going to hit into the actual trimmer unit. It's nice looking. It's solid, so it's a good case. It's just not the inside of it. I don't think it was designed as well as it could have been. And another issue, which I just found out, is if the case gets pushed, the device turns on, which is also a problem. I do think it's kind of cool that they have the adjustments on here that you can move it from 1 millimeter up to 1.9 millimeter. Just the setting right on here without having to put some kind of attachment on there. And they're also, you know, very small increments, which can be a plus. As far as the display is very nice that's on there as well. I like that it tells you the RPMs. I like that it tells you how much time is left in minutes, as well as it gives those indicators, the circle indicators at the top. It's a smart kind of technology. It's informing you of when it needs to be cleaned or when you need to put oil on it. It also has that charging stand, which is nice. You can plug this in and you can use it. Feels like it's got a good weight to it in my hand. You know, I can move it well. The comb attachments, double-sided, so you know, they're saving you space. Instead of having 8 of these things, you only need 4 of them. For me personally, I don't think it's something I would continue using. I wanted it to be able to give me a little bit more precision in there. And obviously you can't do that if it doesn't have the attachments. If you have a bigger beard, this is probably perfect for you. You're not getting in there tight. You're not trying to get in here and do all sorts of detailing. You just want to be able to take a bigger beard and just, you know, get away those whiskers, trim it down nice and neat. But as far as the features I'm saying, as far as the, you know, the noise level, as far as getting poked with the prongs on there, as far as, you know, attachments going on with ease of that, as far as the, you know, travel case, you know, these are just little things that I'm telling you that personally, this is what I'm noticing, and these are things that I don't like with the product. But I do like the speed that it has. I like the RPMs that it has. I like the digital display that can tell me the time that's left. Once again, I'm going to go back to the Philips Norelco Multi-Groom 7000 and the Wall Lithium Ion Plus. Right now, those two are the top ones for me for the precision on your face. They're around the same exact price. They're right around $60. I'm not going to tell you, hey, this is the greatest product out there. I didn't get that experience from it. I think it's a good product. I think it was made well, but I think some of the things could have been made a little bit better. Here at Groom Reviews, we're getting you comfortable, confident, and clean in grooming. And I'm going to continue to give you my honest opinion. It cuts well, it cuts sharp, but it's not what I want out of the trimmer for this type of beard. I think from my experience, I'm having a little bit of difficulty where I'm getting poked with the product, or I'm getting irritation on my neck where I don't usually get it. I'm pretty sure that some of you out there that are trying this for the first time or still, learning how to use these products, you're gonna have probably a little bit more tougher time, and it's not going to do anyone any good. We're about having positive experiences. We want to go out there and get the right product, something that's going to be easy for us to use, we're going to be easy to understand, we're going to be comfortable, confident, and get clean in grooming. All right, guys, I hope you found this video helpful. I know we went over a lot of information on the Brio Beardscape. As always, a like, a share, a comment, subscribe, anything that helps the channel, I greatly appreciate it. Make sure if there is a product that you're interested in, you want me to review, to make a comment down below and let me know. I appreciate you guys being here. I thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.